All right, welcome everybody to our body transformation journey. So, we've been really looking at all the ways in which we reject our bodies, all the ways in which we judge our bodies, all the things that we hate or dislike about our bodies, and most importantly, the things that we would like to change about our bodies, right? So we've been looking at that and we've been acknowledging where we are currently in terms of our body, whether it is some illness that we are dealing with or excess weight that we want to shed or a certain way we want to look, which currently we do not feel that we look that way. So these are the various things that we've been looking at, acknowledging, and also identifying and setting our intention. We've done a lot of work on setting our intention, having a clear goal, having an outcome goal before us, that what is it that we would like to achieve with our bodies. Now today, I'm going to go in a completely different direction and ask all of you to shift your focus from all that is not working where your body is concerned, all that is not pleasant, all that is not desirable where your body is concerned, to all the things that are actually amazing and satisfying, whether your body or where your life is concerned. So we will try and put our focus and attention on everything about our bodies that is still functional, that is amazing, that's working in our favor. Okay. So now the thing about working with manifestations, clearing statements, or affirmations is we have to focus our attention more on what we would like to have and what we already have, rather than focusing our attention on what we do not have. But unfortunately, when we are hell-bent on changing something, when we are obsessively trying to change something, we put our entire attention on what is not working well for us. So we are constantly obsessing about having to lose weight. How can I lose weight? I'm not losing weight. No matter what I'm doing, I'm still not losing weight. I'm not even losing my inches. I still do not fit into my own clothes. Not a single kg I have lost. Instead, I've actually gained weight. So, we are constantly giving our attention and energy to things that are not working for us and hoping to change it that way. But unfortunately, that's not how things work. That's one of the laws of the universe. It doesn't work that way, because the more you give attention to something, energy flows there. So the more you're giving attention to the have-nots and do-nots, the more the energy is flowing there, and it is solidifying even further, which is leading to further frustration, irritation, disgust, sense of resignation, failure, that no matter what I do, this seriously doesn't seem to change. And justifiably so, because of course you do not see any tangible change. So it's natural for you to feel frustrated. So which is why now that we've acknowledged, we've looked at those skeletons in the cupboard, we've looked at all the things that we brushed under the carpet, we've faced it, that okay, this is where I'm at, these are the things that I hate about my body when I look at myself in the mirror. And of course, there is so much more to work on there, which I will be taking up in the 21 days deep immersive journey that we will start on Sunday for the ones who are going to be a part of that, which of course is impossible to pack in 5 days. But now that we've done that, let us really shift our focus and give all of the energy on the things that are working well for us and what is it that we would like to have. What is it like to feel happy, healthy, vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic, full of life and vitality? Okay, because the more we give energy to that, that is what gets created. And the more we stay in that feeling of satisfaction, fulfillment, it is so rewarding to get there. The more we are staying in that feeling, that is what we will manifest, and that much more quickly. But in the, like dealing with certain illness, dealing with obesity, we lose out on this basic secret, we miss out on it, and we end up focusing all our attention on what's not working out and what is not right about my body. So today, let us focus on all the things that are actually amazing and right about our bodies, okay? And then we will see where we can go from there. So taking a moment to find a comfortable spot to relax. So today it's again going to be not about much of activity, but relaxing and relaxing into your bodies. Taking a moment to relax. If you have a backrest, then it's great. If you feel like lying down, go ahead and lie down. Taking a deep breath in. Very gently breathing in, and almost as if you're filling a balloon with your breath, with the air. Very gently breathing in to the top of your crown and breathing out as if you're deflating the balloon. So as you're breathing in, you're going to be inflating the balloon, and as you're going to breathe out, you're gradually deflating the balloon. One more time, breathing in and gently breathing out. One last time, breathing in, gently breathing out. Placing both your hands on your heart, coming back to your heart space, going deep inside, and instead of expanding outside, we are going to expand inside our bodies today. Exploring all the corners, the nooks and crannies of our beautiful, amazing body. This mechanism that's always at work, that just doesn't stop. And that works seamlessly, effortlessly, independently, without any support or help from us. We literally do nothing to facilitate any of its functions. So almost as if you have this, how when we are snorkeling or scuba diving, you have like this little headgear. So almost like with that headgear, you're exploring every corner of your body, the insides of it. So go and explore what's happening near your lungs. Go and explore what's happening near your heart. Go and explore what's happening in your stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, the tummy, thighs, your pelvis, your genitals. Explore what's happening in your knees. Are they really tired of carrying the weight? Not just of your body, but of all the burdens and responsibilities that you have voluntarily taken up. Explore what's happening in your calf muscles, your ankles, the soles of the feet. Now let's come upwards and explore what's happening in our shoulder regions, Are they tired and therefore drooping? Your hands, your neck, what's happening inside your neck? Is there some soreness from not being able to voice your truth, from hesitating to voice your truth, from being afraid of saying no? And then let's explore what's happening inside our cheekbones, ears, nose, eye sockets, your forehead, scalp, and becoming aware of the wonder and the magic that your body is. So as you do this little exploration, almost like this tiny mini scientist who's now deep diving, scuba diving inside the body, I want you to take notice of everything that is working magnificently in your body. So I'm sure all of our hearts are functioning fairly well. The lungs are functioning well, which is precisely why we are able to breathe and we are here on the call today. The digestive system, yes, to some extent, doing its job, but for some, maybe, it is not as great as it could be. But we are not going to focus on the parts that are not functioning to its optimum. We are going to focus on all the things that are really doing well. The blood in the veins, the oxygen that you're breathing in. So just make a note of all the things that are functioning well in your body and all the things that are amazing about your body. So now with your headgear, you're allowed to come out and explore the surface of the body as well. So look at how you have beautiful skin perhaps, or your arms are so well toned. You have a perfect collarbone. Your hair is nice and silky today. So whatever it is that is satisfying for you, it doesn't matter what it is for others. This is all about you because you are the only one who gets to live in this body. So nobody apart from you knows what is best for your body. No expert with all degrees in the world will also be able to tell you what is best about your body because you're the only one who gets to live in this body. Okay, so once you've made a note of that, I want you to quickly, gently open your eyes and grab your notebook and write down all the things that are really working well and all the things that are so satisfying about your body, about your health, body, how you look, all of it included. But you're only going to write down all the things that are satisfying for you. Okay, quickly, just let's make a note. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do, or perhaps just a minute to do this. All right, are we done? So today let us really remind ourselves of all of these things, however many you may have written. Just please write in the chat whether you found 5 good things, 6 good things, or perhaps 1 good thing, 10 good things. Just write down the numbers for me to look at it. But let us just genuinely be grateful for all of these things that are working so brilliantly for us in the body. I'm so grateful for you, my dear body. I am so grateful for you, my dear body. I am so grateful for you, my body, just as the way you are. I am so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I am so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so happy and grateful for you, my dear body. I'm so sorry I never choose to look at all the things that are functioning well in my body. I am so sorry I never choose to acknowledge all the things that are functioning brilliantly in my body. I'm so sorry I never choose to appreciate all things that are beautiful about my body. Please forgive me, body, for all the times that I've only dumped you with judgments. Please forgive me, body, for all the times that I have only criticized you. Please forgive me, body, for all the times I've taken you for granted. Please forgive me, body, for all the times that I've taken you for a ride. Please forgive me, body, for all the times that I've overworked you. Please forgive me, body, for all the times that I've neglected and abused you. I am so sorry, body, for being so indifferent towards all things that are beautiful and amazing about you. I love, appreciate, and approve of my body exactly the way it is. I am so grateful for you, my dear, dear body. So just to become aware of the fact that we can only create what we desire to create from a space of feeling good. So find any excuse in the world to feel good first. And only then whatever it is that we wish to create can happen. Whereas if we keep obsessing about all the things that do not make us feel good, like say for example, when you think of like Anjali has written 5 things and Shohini has written about how her organs are functioning fine. Krishna, it's fine that you're not able to find anything to be satisfied about. It's okay. That's also okay. There is no problem at all. Rishu's written how she's so grateful for her fingers, which allows her to sketch so beautifully, which makes her happy. My hands so that I can lift my baby. My God, yes. My heart as I'm able to love myself and others, lungs, thighs, and lips as I still smile beautifully. So grateful towards my body. Yes, so these little things which we take for granted, for the ones who are not aware, she is a brilliant, brilliant artist. She had just I think day before done a beautiful sketch. We had shared that on our Insta handle. Rishu, after this call if possible, or maybe I'll dig that out and I'm going to share that link on the group for everybody to see it. So these are things that we often do not even recognize, that we are only able to even sort of exercise certain things that we love, and we are able to do things that we love because of certain abilities that we often take for granted, right? So, I mean, just to give energy to that. When you think about it, like when you think about whatever it is that you've written about your issue, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy, and it is only from that space of feeling good can we create what we want to create. Whereas if we really think about, for example, let's talk about her. So if she would focus right now, on the contrary, on her back pain and so many things that she's dealing with, that would immediately make her feel horrible, right? The energy sinks when you think about the things that are painful for you, when you think about the things that are not working well for you, even if that is true. There are so many things which are hard truths, and I'm not saying that we have to live in a delusional world and we have to deny our truth, but at times focusing on that truth which is painful doesn't help. So I'll just share a very personal example. I'm just going to be very vulnerable and share this with you all, because all of you are like a family for me now. So for example, the fact that my dad is right now has been diagnosed with a metastasis, which is definitely not a happy reality for us, right? It is full of pain, fear, anxiety, and all sorts of things, which is crumbling, which is crippling, and that is a truth. It's there. Reports are there, so it's tangible. It is something that you can't deny, something that you cannot run away from. But every time I am thinking about it, it really completely shrinks my energies, and it makes me feel like this is the end of the world. And it makes me feel like I don't even know what can I do next. And I break down, I cry, I feel horrible, and I go through those absolutely unbearable emotions. But on the contrary, wherever it is, I'm focusing on how he's so able, he's so mentally strong, he's not defeated. He's actually, if I don't look at the reports, if I do not give importance or significance to the reports, he's fit and fine and healthy, and that every day we are having such a great time. And when I think about how can I plan a special surprise for him, how can I take him out and watch a movie with him, how can I call his friends and arrange a get together, that makes me happy. That immediately shifts my energy. So you can, even in my tone, you can understand the difference, right? So it's from that space that we can change or create a change in the current situation, not from that space of going through the reports over and over again and thinking about how horrible the situation is and how it seems like there is hardly any hope in it. So it's not about denying what the truth is, but it is about giving more energy to things that enable us to feel good, because feeling good is the real work. Feeling what you're feeling is what will create your life, and not so much about what the truth and the reality is. The moment you're able to shift that vibration and feel good about it, and that's when your body feels alive as well. Just, I'm sure, through this little exercise, your body is so much more energized and excited, and that's when we can co-create with our bodies. That's when our body is willing to listen to us, and we are also ready to go that extra mile, because we are not operating from that space of this is such a burden and oh my god, it's like a pain to have a body like this, which is always giving me trouble. So for the next 24 hours and forevermore, let us really make a note of all of these things. And I will request you to just do this today. If you've already written down, then if you can just spend a few more minutes and make a note of all of the things that you can be grateful for. And I bet you can find at least 10 such things. If not anything, just look at your nails and say that, hey, at least I have proper good nails and my nails are looking okay. There is no way that you will not find at least 10 things. I request you to make a note, like literally physically write down 10 things that you are satisfied. I'm not saying that you love and you totally admire, but you're satisfied about your body. And we will begin with that tomorrow morning as well. So if you can begin your day by just making a note again, by looking at the mirror, and only like consciously you're going to focus on all the things that you like about it, not the things that you do not like. Okay, it's difficult, it is tough, because our energy always goes to the things that are not good, not okay, and that's where we focus on, which is how we've been conditioned. But let us consciously try to change this pattern, at least just for that one time for the next 24 hours. That's it. So you're just going to wake up once tomorrow morning. So just that one time, let us try and do that. Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything you would like to share? Anything that came up for you? How are you feeling after doing this exercise? Rishu has shared this so beautifully. It's amazing. Thank you so much for putting it down, Rishu. Hi, Amanda. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you here. Bhavnadi 5, great. Very nice. Even if you found one, it's fine. It's okay. Like, it's not about forcing yourself to find 10 things, but even that one thing, if you give more energy to it, you will realize, my God, that's a miracle. Like, how for Rishu, I'm again taking her example. It is a miracle that she's able to create all of this despite her aches and pains, which she perhaps does not realize because it comes so naturally to her. But to me, I'm not an artist, as in I am not a person who can paint very well or sketch very well. So to me, it seems like, my God, it's such a miracle. But when you do it very naturally, effortlessly, you take it for granted because you feel that, big deal, because that's something that you just do effortlessly. But when you really sit with it, you will recognize that, hey, that is not actually such a common thing. So there are so many things that you do, like just because we are able to walk and talk or just do the basic things, or our basic functionalities are in place, we feel that, okay, what is the big deal in it? But there are so many people who cannot even barely do that, like can't even just get up and, go to the washroom. That is an impossibility for them. So, these are things that, because it's happening to us, this is something that I often tell all my participants of the Dear Body program and of the deep work that we do with communicating with our bodies and transforming our bodies, that just because science has explained it to us that, oh, you have these organs and this is how it functions, that doesn't change the fact that it is a miracle. The way our bodies function is a sheer miracle. It doesn't change that. Just because we know about it now, it doesn't change the fact that it is a miracle. There are so many things that have been scientifically possible now, which way back during our, say, parents' childhood years would seem like a miracle. Say, for example, how we are all connected now, sitting in different parts of India, right? And we are connected and we are talking, we can switch our videos on and see each other and talk for hours. It would seem like an impossibility even in our childhood. Like, we couldn't even imagine that this could be possible. It would seem like a dream come true. So that too is a miracle. Just because it's now been invented and people have figured out the ways, that doesn't change the fact that every day, every moment, we are experiencing these small little miracles that are truly magical, which we often take for granted and we overlook. So everything about our bodies, like, what you're dealing with, the kind of stress you have, the kind of emotional stuff that you have to process. And despite that, your body is supporting and you're functioning, you're doing your things, you are going about your daily routine and supporting your family and doing everything with all of it. That in itself is a miracle. There are so many people who are not even able to manage that, who would perhaps be bedridden if they had to be in your condition, who would perhaps leave everything and say that, oh my God, I can't manage it. I just want to lie down. I can't handle it. Somebody else, please take over. But you've not done that. You've not given up. And you are aware of a different possibility with your body, which is why you're taking this time out to be on this call with me, to go through my audio loops, to be there in this group, which is why you've chosen this program. So I really want each one of us to acknowledge this about us today, that we haven't given up, that despite everything that has gone wrong with our bodies until this moment, you know, all the illness and the overweight and the fatigue and everything, despite that, somewhere deep within, we know that there is a different possibility that is available. We know that this is not normal. We know that the natural, normal, inherent capacity of a body is to feel good. Because we know that, we are time and again choosing something. We are time and again trying out something new. If we would have known that, yeah, it's okay for a body to be diseased and full of pain and fatigued and obese and feeling disgusted, then we wouldn't have chosen these things, because we would have known, okay, this is how it is. But some part of you knows. So trust that knowing, trust that awareness, trust that the same energy that has created this world is the energy that is there inside of you. And that's the same energy which is creating the bodies that we have as well. So we are all part of that same source energy. And that deep down your soul knows. And as a part of that divine consciousness, we are here to experience optimum health and happiness with our bodies. That's the natural state of the body that all of us are aware of at some level, which is precisely why we are here on the call today. It's not easy for, you know, even if it is a free call, it's still not easy for you to take time out and to be on it. And despite everything that you've gone through with your body, it's easier for people to resign and say, forget it, jaane do yaar, this is my reality now. But there is some part of you that's aware of a different possibility, that's aware that this is not my truth. This is not the truth of my body, which is why you're here. So I really want you to give yourself a tight hug. Just give yourself a tight, comforting hug. And pat yourself and let your body know that you're so proud of her. I think I'll take the liberty of saying, because I think we are all women in the call today, but for the benefit of everybody else who's going to listen in later, just tap and pat yourself and say, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the fact that you do not give up on me. I'm so proud of the fact that you are undefeated. I'm so proud of the fact that you're always looking for something to change and feel good. So our body is always trying hard to feel good. And that's precisely what is pushing us to, you know, do these things, whatever it is that we are choosing. So it's not a coincidence that we are here together on this call, that 87 of us have chosen this call. You know, it's not a joke. I did not put it out on any of those paid ad kind of platforms. Nothing. I had just shared in my groups, and that's it. And on our handles, which is fairly new, so it's not like we have 1,000 followers and so many people are aware. But even in that, 87 people have chosen this, which means that 87 of us are aware of a different possibility with bodies. And 87 of us can together create a world which is disease-free, where only happy and healthy bodies thrive, where disease is an anomaly, and health and happiness and wealth is more of a reality. So what energy, space, consciousness can all of us be by choosing that for ourselves, so that we can be an invitation to others around us, so that with our energies and vibrations, we can create that for our families, friends, neighbors, and everybody else that we are energetically connected to, because we are all connected in oneness. We are not separate from each other. So which is why before we meet tomorrow night, I request all of you to really be cheerleaders for each other, okay? So everything that you acknowledge about your body, if you do not mind, please share it in the group without hesitating. You know, we are so prompt in talking about all the things that are wrong with us, judging us and judging our bodies. That's something that comes so naturally to us. But we hesitate and feel shy to even acknowledge and compliment ourselves. You know, how often do you feel comfortable to say that, hey, I really have such beautiful eyes, man? You wouldn't do that. Even if you say it to yourself, you will hesitate to say it in front of someone else because you are afraid that you will be judged to be arrogant, to be snooty, to be snobbish. So that's the kind of world that we live in, where appreciating yourself and acknowledging something good about you is considered to be unacceptable. But what if all of us together can start changing and shifting that and be okay with being judged? It's okay. It is my truth. I genuinely have beautiful eyes. I genuinely paint very well. I genuinely can bake amazing cakes. I do not care if others recognize it or not. I do not care if they are here to say, yes, of course. Am I ready to be that one person for myself today, instead of waiting for others to be that for me? So let us use this space where we have such a beautiful community, happy family kind of a feeling, to acknowledge ourselves for all things that we admire, appreciate, or feel satisfied about with our bodies. At least the one thing. I'm sure there is no way you can't find that one thing. And if you're not able to find that one thing, you're going to call me separately, okay? You're going to connect with me and I'm going to talk to you and we are going to figure that out. I'm not going to give up on you at all. So if you can't find that one thing, you're going to text me personally and we'll figure it out. And for everybody else, please share in the group that one thing that you love and appreciate, and anything related to that that you would like to share, you know, something that you do effortlessly, but for others, it's a huge thing. Like for Rishu, how she's such a brilliant artist and she's also an amazing chef. She bakes these yummy cakes. There are so many others. I know Sneha is an absolute brilliant artist as well. She makes these amazing jewelries. Who else I know about in terms of, you know, I mean, there are so many things. Bhavna Di is good with all these innovative, healthy recipes. So I know that so many of you have these hidden talents. Mona Di makes these amazing, what we call, you know, the Gurudwara ka halwa. I don't know what exactly, there's a different name to it, which I can't recall. So there are these little things that we do effortlessly, but we do not recognize that how it is amazing for others. So I want you to just take a moment to acknowledge that and declare it in the group, knowing that this is a safe space, and if we are not able to do it here, then I wonder if we'll be able to do it in front of the world. Okay, so let us create this space and let us be cheerleaders for each other and cheerleaders for ourselves. That is my invitation to you and to myself as well. You know, like everything that I say to you is basically a message for me too. So let us truly be that for everyone, because it's such a beautiful, I really want to take this moment to acknowledge and thank all of you for having this sense of friendship and fellowship for each other in the group. You know, I feel so touched when I see that somebody's asked for something, and although all of you are strangers, you don't know each other, but even before I'm able to check the group, I see somebody has responded and forwarded the message, and it's so beautiful. Like, this is how we should stand up for each other and have each other's backs. So let us continue to be that for the next 24 hours. Let us shower ourselves with appreciation and praise and acknowledgement. Okay? I want to hear a yes to this. Can you please unmute and say yes?
Yes, absolutely yes.
Are you ready? Are we ready to take this on?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. I woke up with I'm finding now 10 things. Wow, Krishna, I'm so happy. I was just going to I was thinking that I will probably have to start my first one-on-one call with you, but I'm so happy. Thank you, Krishna, for sharing. I woke up with a backache due to a nightmare. Now I'm grateful for my back, which has been beautiful. I want to share something with you, Amanda, in this context, that we don't recognize that how hard it is for the body to go through these nightmares and panic attacks. It takes a huge toll on the body, and yet our body does not give up. If the body would have given up, we wouldn't have been alive sitting on this call, And it takes such a toll, and yet our body manages, to get up and to do things and go about the day. And that's something that I go through so much in the last this whole phase with my dad. When I look at it, thanks to your share, now I'm recognizing that. Thank you so much for myself and for my body as well, that so many nights are crazy for me. I have these weird visions and dreams and all sorts of horrible things I see and experience. And then the next day I'm up and about and I'm doing my things. I'm going about my daily chores. I'm going to the hospital. I'm doing my everything that I couldn't have imagined doing. I'm also attending these calls. I'm managing this. That's just incredible. Isn't it amazing and magical that we have this magical tool with us like all the time, which we are not even using to its optimum advantage. Okay, Anjali says, I do thank my each body part while bathing, and I say, adore you, love you, respect you, and show me how can I contribute to you today. And please communicate with me in a manner that I can comprehend. Beautiful, Anjali. Yes, I do that often as well. Thank you so much for sharing. That's a good reminder. Poonam, sometimes some situation makes me feel low and all positive thoughts just vanishes out and I become dull, and it obviously harms my body and mind. What to do? That's absolutely fine, Poonam. We all go through that, It's okay to experience those. The whole thing is to just come back again and spring back to this sense of wellness, to this recognition that despite all of it, there is so much that is working well for us, despite everything that is not, going well in terms of even our body, if we are only talking about bodies now, to just try and come back to this state of recognizing that, okay, even though even though I have a backache, even though I have this extreme headache, even though my digestion has gone for a toss, yet I choose to love and accept my body. Yet I have a functional body. Yet my lungs are functioning fine. My hands are functioning fine. My hair is okay. My scalp is okay. My eyes are okay. So just to come back to that, it's a process. It's a habit formation, which will take time because, we are so much more used to focusing on all that is not working for us and focusing on the negative. And that's absolutely fine. So there's no need to beat yourself up. Like I go through this as well. All of us go through this. Yes. So let us really start this beautiful journey. I'm going to look forward to reading about all your brilliant, amazing capacities with your bodies, which I'm probably not even aware of. So surprise me in the group and let's meet tomorrow at 10:10 from that space of recognition and cheering each other on. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. That was such a brilliant, beautiful call. Thank you. Thank you. All your energies are so special because that is what is creating these calls so beautifully. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.